Hello everybody, my name is Adam Robertson, EDPMA's Marketing Director. We are here in South Carolina at Wild Dunes Resort, Isle Palms for Solution Summit 2026. This year is a record-breaking Solution Summit with attendance. We are so excited for this week to officially kick off. Next to me is Dr. Bill Freudenthal. He is with Vituity and he is our chair. Bill, nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Welcome.
So I know we talked last year, right? Wanted to talk about, now that a year has passed, what are your priorities?
Well, at EDPMA, we continue to grow the organization.
Yeah.
Our membership goals have increased significantly this year. As you know, this is a record-breaking turnout for our Solution Summit. Over 460 people have registered, more to come, beautiful weather. And so really it's getting everyone in the field of emergency medicine together and finding solutions to the problems that plagued us on a daily basis.
So when we look at kind of the trajectory of what we're doing here with Solution Summit as EDPMA, we're really excited. Again, as Bill just mentioned, record-breaking attendance for this year. Also our RCM workshop, right? Last year we had a really great turnout. We're expecting the same this year. And so our organization, especially our presence at events, continues to grow. Bill, when let's talk about our field in general, right? What are some, given that we talked last year about some of these same things, what in a year has changed? What are some of the challenges and opportunities facing our field as we sit here today?
Well, certainly there's been a lot of regulatory changes,
Yes.
The No Surprises Act and the continued difficulties with the implementation. So we're continuing to advocate and educate on how to navigate the world with the No Surprises Act. The other big thing that we've been real focused on is with the passage of the One Big Beautiful Bill, there's a lot of implications for Medicare, Medicaid, as well as the ACA exchange plans. And those all have a financial impact on emergency physicians and emergency departments. And those impacts are going to be start to be felt in the next 1 to 2 years. And so how do we get our groups, our members prepared to deal with those changes?
I think that's what's especially important about this year's Solution Summit, right? Today is our committee day programming, meaning that we do have our groups talking about a lot of these items that Bill just mentioned, and we have, of course, our educational breakout sessions coming up in the days to come. So I guess we've already kind of mentioned this, but why is it so important, especially to be at this year's summit?
It's so important because there's so many new updates coming.
Yeah.
We're waiting on our proposed rule on the IDR process from CSIO. We have the CSIO administrator here to take questions, to interact with our members. So that information is going to be so valuable moving forward. In addition, we've seen a lot of activity on the payer front as far as denials of payments and downcoding. And so we're having special sessions to work through those issues for our members. And so these are the probably number one and number two issues affecting the financial health of our safety net, which is so important. We're there for the patients. I do shifts on a regular basis, and we see these effects in real time for our patients. And here's the spot where we can try to mitigate some of those risks.
It's going to be a great week. You mentioned our speaker from CSIO, and I think, of course, everyone's really looking forward to that. Now, if we zoom out a little bit, Bill, and talk about Solution Summit in general, right? We have RCM, we've talked about this year's Solution Summit, but in general, why is it important to show up here?
Yeah, it's so important because you're learning about the things for your group and your organization that you're going to need to be an expert at and to help you navigate these rough waters of emergency medicine, not only this year, but next year and the year after.
And navigate them together, right? I think that's something that we always hear is that, when you come here, you realize you're not facing these things alone, right? I think that's what's really important is to get us all together. And now zooming out even further, right? We have this week, we have Solution Summit, we have RCM or RCM workshop that takes place at the end of the year. But EDPMA does a lot year round, right? Why is it important for organizations and their teams to not only just engage with EDPMA throughout the year, but also to be members of EDPMA?
Yeah, EDPMA membership is so important for organizations. Our core principles, we want to advocate for emergency medicine. We want to advocate both on the federal side as well as the state side. We want to educate. This is a great place to have education. Learn from the experts, learn what solutions are available. And then we want to be able to connect. And this is the perfect environment at a beautiful resort where we can sit down with folks that have been in emergency medicine for 30 years and folks that have been in emergency medicine for 1 or 2.
That's right.
We have a great Emerging Leaders Academy.
Yes.
The class started their journey today. I was able to welcome them bright and early to the program, and it's a perfect opportunity for us to grow our membership as well as within emergency medicine.
Yeah, absolutely. Emerging Leader is incredible. I talked to a graduate from last year's class just earlier today, and excited to kick that off too. It seems like an incredible pathway to get those leaders started on becoming more involved with EDPMA and our committee work.
One of our first graduates is now a member of our board, so quite a week for us
right.
at EDPMA.
Yes.
Having had a program now in its 4th year, already having leaders developed.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Bill, thank you so much. We're so excited for this week. Next year's our 30th anniversary, so it's going to be even better.
Thank you so much, Adam. Great to see you.